What characterizes my winemaking style is I feel the creative aspect of winemaking and just the personal aspect that we bring to it. The terroir, our soil, it has very much to do with it, and the quality of the grape that we can grow and bring into our winemaking. We are young as a winemaker, and we learn every day, and to really understand our site and how that pairs into barrel usage, you know, all that stuff. So we try to do things a little different, just because, you know, that's what sets you apart, and we try to grow as high quality of a grape as we can and get our growers that we work with to grow, and we bring them into our winemaking. So I guess to sum that up, it would be we're small enough right now that we pull our growers in to see how what they do translates into the wines, okay? And we constantly explore and try new things to try to separate ourselves. Currently we grow Vidal Blanc and Treminette. They were our first planting. And then our most recent planting, which was 8 years ago, was our Merlot. And we grow 2 different clones of Merlot, which do very well on the site, and Vidal Blanc we do very well with here also. Treminette is our hardest grower, and we're working, we really think it's just some soils, and we're working on that, and so far the site has proved to be very nice for grape growing. I would have to say that the best wine that I've ever tasted is going to be a hard one for me to answer, okay? Because really what I pay more attention to is just the different flavors that come across the palate when you physically taste the wine. And I've tasted a lot of nice ones, okay? I heard somebody say one time that every grape growing region around the world makes quality wine. You know, there's a lot of people making quality wines, and Maryland is one of them. And so, I mean, I have a hard time nailing that down. I apologize. What I say to somebody that doesn't like Maryland wine is this all takes time. You know, people have preconceived notions. We're a young winery. One thing about being a young winery, you don't have a lot of aged reds, you know, so you have mainly young wines. But we, you know, we get a lot of that, and we try to disprove them wrong all the time, you know, and that can only be done by how you actually physically make the wines, what you bring to the table, and, you know, prove them wrong. But that takes time. That's not a quick process. Today I'm going to pour the latest planting that we had, which is our Merlot. This particular Merlot came from what we consider a fourth leaf. It is from a 4-year-old vineyard. This was our second vintage. We had about 100 case bottling, and we grow 2 different clones in our Merlot field, and they pair very well together. They make a nice wine. When we made this Merlot, we physically were young in the field. We're in our 8th year right now. This will be our 8th growing season. A lot of spice. What I like about this wine, it has a lot of spice, a smooth wine. We do very well with our Merlot here, and it sells very well. We're moving into more of Bordeaux blends, using our Merlot as our base. So this is a 2010. We haven't made a standalone Merlot as of yet. Since this vintage, we're more going along to doing blends of Crimson Moon, and we're getting ready to make another Maryland blend as a Merlot as a base, which hasn't been released yet. I am Harford Vineyard. I am Maryland Wine.